also offer various short course programs. So today's key speaker will be Professor Dhurata Shehu. She is an eminent professor in the field of computer science, and she has very good specialized knowledge in the language. She has very specialized knowledge in the field of various languages. So today's session is going to be a very enriching session. I'm handing over the session to Professor Dhurata Shehu. Over to you, madam.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Neaba. Thanks for the opportunity to be here. It's a pleasure for me to have a webinar with you, and I give I thank you for joining this webinar, and I hope this topic will be enjoyable from your side. I am going to talk for digital transformation challenges on small businesses, but before that, as you said, I have to make a short presentation for myself, just to know me a little bit. As Neaba said, I am Dhurata Shehu, lecturer at Polis University in Tirana. I have studied for computer science in Faculty of Natural Sciences in University of Tirana, and you can find me at this email that is marked in the slide, Dhurata_Shehu at Universiteti Polis Pikedu.al. For any question, for anything issues you want to discuss with me, you are free to email me, or I would be very happy if you write me for any issue or question that you have about this topic or another thing about computer science. So I think we can start my presentation. To make an introduce, or I have summarized the webinar content for what am I going to discuss for today, and I choose to start with digital transformation definition because it's a must to know what it is, to understand its functionality, etc. So before talking for digital transformation, I have to say that since each company, each business produce different products, different services or offerings, their digital transformation will look different from each of them. But so it's not very easy, or it's hard, if I can say, to pinpoint the definition that will be applied at all of them. However, I'm going to say some general definitions about digital transformation just to start and to have a point of view of it to discuss later about another things related with this topic. Digital transformation is integration of digitalization or integration of technology into all areas of businesses, and this is a change, and causes very much fundamental changes to the way of how the business is operating, how they manage their relationship with customers, and all the things. I will mention them later. Also, as you can see in presentation now, a digital transformation can be as a business transformation using digital capabilities. I will discuss for digital capabilities to success the digital transformation process of each business at the end, after I have concluded something, and is a process of digitizing business operation to increase productivity and boost your employees' efficiency. In other words, it's more than just adopting new technologies for technology's sake. Beyond all of these definitions, I think the most important is that is a cultural change. Digital transformation is a cultural change, and it requires that organizations to get comfortable with failure and to experiment often. Also to continually challenge their status quo. What does that mean? Since in each in everybody's life, we make mistakes, and we know that we learn from these mistakes. So this statement here in the slide highlight the need for experimenting. So if you don't try to do something, you are losing. This is a failure, because if we experiment often, or maybe experiment once, twice, or maybe too many times, but we'll claim that you will success to your to your strategy of doing transformation of your business using technology. I have the most important thing I can say about digital transformation is related with customers and with smart city. I see it as a must to understand the digital transformation relationship with smart city. These are two terms, widely terms, that are closely or hardly get together. They have to work together. Without each other, they can do nothing. So a city is smart, has digital transformation, and digital transformation should improve the city. This is the aim, okay? Smart city, nowadays, since all the people pretend to live in cities and the half of the world population is going to live there, has caused so many disadvantages in the aspect of increasing car pollution, car traffic, air pollution, or increasing the use of energy, the use of different materials. So to decrease these disadvantages of this process, this rapidly urbanization process, is needed digital transformation. A city is smart if it uses information and technology to improve their citizens' lives. The aim of a smart city is improving their citizens' life by promoting economic growth, by improving transportation, improving the process of the way the users are, the client, like citizens are using energy, and etc. But also the smart city is seen as a matter of government. So making a digital transformation into a city means that you are improving also or providing a better government service to the citizens. So in few words, I can say that smart city gives gives to the citizens a voice. They seem to be more important. They are more included into all the process of digital transformation and how the world is changing. Digital transformation begins and ends with customer. I have chosen expression said by Mark Benioff, which is the CEO of Salesforce, that says every digital transformation is going to end and end, I'm sorry, with the customers. What does it mean? Why the customers are so important? What's their role in all this entire process? Thinking about customer, I have seen in the internet by the studies, different studies has shown that focusing on humans and in their culture mindset increases the odds of success according to the digital transformation. What does it mean? In my mind now are coming so many expressions that can be maybe relate with what I said before. For example, I don't know, you maybe have heard this expression like, if you know, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you are absolutely right. Or maybe the stories we tell ourselves about a job or a work that has to be done by us will be as successful as we tell ourselves. So if we motivate them, customers, or we ensure them a great experience using technology, we are secure that these customers will remain loyal to our business and they will recommend our business to the others. So this is the aim at the end. So to increase the number of customers and to be secure that these customers, existing customers, to be loyal to our brand, to our business. That means that each business should have its priority, the customer experience and expectations. So having the customer experience and their expectations as the priority of their business is secure that they will have success in the way they are doing business using technology and digital transformation at all. I have, I see, according to the McKinsey company, customers can increase the revenues of a company by 20 to 50%. So this highlights what I said, so each business should prioritize the customer needs and expectations. But there is a problem because nowadays businesses don't have a clear strategy of how to do digital transformation, and the responsibility for creating a great customer experience is not only from one department. All the company is responsible. All the departments are responsible for creating this customer experience as better as they can. So it doesn't mean that only customer relationship management department will have responsibility to make the customer happy, and that will reflect the economic growth and the business growth, etc. So I have only a graphic for customer relationship management technology, customer experience, as I mentioned, and employee experience. I will talk for employee experience in the slides behind. I think that before saying that how to digitize your business or the challenges of your digital transformations into your business, I think is essential and is crucial to know the components of digital transformation. Having a clear definition of the digital transformation components, each business can make a very good strategy to follow up and to be successful at the end. In this graphic, we can see technology, data science, process, people, culture, new ways of doing things. I will explain each of these, but I will start with people. As I said, the process of digitalization started and begin and end with customer. When I say customer, when I say people, for example, people is a more general world, so it includes not only the customers but also employees, clients, etc. Since I mentioned the importance of the customer or all the people, importance at the entire process of digitalization, we have to know, when I say we, I mean businesses have to know their customer needs, their expectations, what they do, or they should have information, or they should have insights or knowledge about their customers. Thinking about small businesses like, for example, a hairdresser may have 15 customers per day, and it's not very hard to know the customers because the most of their customers are returning customers, are loyal to their business. So it's not difficult to keep in mind that this customer has this budget, wants this thing, and what expectations does this customer has. But the question is naturally gives birth the question, the big question, how to what to do when the business came large and large and the number of customers increased rapidly. How can we store this? How can we keep in our minds this data? There are too many data, so we can. It's impossible to keep in mind. And if we don't use something, a tool or a process of transformation, we will lose our customers, and our strategy will not be very clear or very successful. So we came to the second step, which is data. So this data about the customers should be stored in digital records. So in a few words, I can say we are datafying the human behavior. So we store some data for the customers, and we know what is he going to do, what wants, and we know how to behave with this customer and what to offer to him. Okay, we get this data, but what to do with them? So we have to create some insights about this data, because you know the flow of information of the data. We have data, but these data are useless if we don't have insights or we don't create knowledge about them. So to create insights of them, we have to use to define or to discover a pattern or a model to be more real. And insights can be done by using data science. I will talk shortly for data science because it's not the aim of this presentation, but to understand the others step, we should understand a little bit for that data science. Data science is a big field of computer science that applies advanced analysis of the data with the aim to discover knowledge and insights and to create models for future prediction, for improvement of the business growth, or to discover new opportunities of the business. Data science includes data mining, machine learning, artificial intelligence, etc. But I want to stop and to point out what is data mining, because it's very important nowadays, not only for computer science, it's useful technology for all businesses. So we know that all businesses now have a computer science employee or a team of IT group, but all of us, we should have a little bit knowledge about how this data came to insights and how how the process is done, not by details, but in general. Using data mining, we can get this data into large data sets, which you can imagine as tables in Excel maybe, and apply to this data different techniques, algorithms like a priori support virtual machines algorithm, neural networks, Naive-Bayes, maybe some techniques that are from data mining. And after we apply these algorithms, we get some rules, or we imagine, or we see a model. And after that, we came to the fourth step, action. So we get these insights, but what we have to do with that? So is the question. So we have the information. So what are we doing to change the way we are operating, or to improve something, or maybe based on the results we take? So to take action, here is the right place when the technology comes and plays the most important role. What are we going to do, for example, if we have some data that are some insights and created knowledge using these data mining tools, for example, Weka? What are we going to do with this product, which is seems to be in light or disregarded? What are we going to do? How will this insight influence the product development or the marketing strategy? So this is the point, what to do with these insights. And we came at the last step, results. in fact, it's not the final step, as we are, as we know, for every day we know that the results are the conclusion, are the definition point of everything, of every job we have done or all the process. But results, in fact, are not the final stage, because after we get some these insights, we analyze them using some parameters that offers data mining to evaluate how correct are these rules, or how are these rules true or not, because we can have imbalance between data, and we can get results that are not true. So we have to evaluate these data insights we take, and after came the results. After we do the conclusions, the result, after that we have to make predictions about the future. This is the aim of data mining, and also of the data science. Okay, well, you get the insight, you get results, but what are we going to do? How to predict the new business opportunities, to predict the future of our business, and to improve something maybe if it's needed. This I don't know if I was very clear about these components, but I am trying to explain them very easy, in an easy way. Okay, let's pause these slides, since I talked about them. Action, results, and is not the final stage. Another important thing to discuss about digital transformation, I think, is to know the signals when our business needs digital transformation. These signals can come from different parts of our business. It's not going that this part of the business is to shout, it's time to go digital, but there are some signs, some symbolic signs to understand that it's time to go digital. And we have to make our plans, our strategy, what are we going to do, how will we do business after that, etc. Let's see some signals. You are not receiving the recommendation you received previously. That means that we know that in today's world, if I can say with convince, I'm convinced that we can say, for example, technological world. All of these recommendations are shared using social media, different websites, different applications, email, messaging, etc. If you are not getting recommendations, maybe you have to be more present. You have to be more present online, doing marketing or promoting different products, your offerings, your services, etc. Repetitive trading methods are no longer present as they were once. The reason of non-return customer maybe not necessarily is related with the products. Maybe our offerings or products are disliked or disregarded. Maybe it's for your lack of cooperation with customers, or your digital transformation is digital marketing is not sufficient. You have to make more for promoting your business. Verified promotions no longer generate leads. This also is connected with marketing, so it's not very easy to understand or to measure the success of a campaign or of a promotion. So if promotions don't bring new customers, since it's the aim is to bring new customers, or to these customers to recommend our business to the others. If we are not getting this, it's time for getting a new bottom-up approach to marketing. Also, there are a growing number of complaints about your lack of cooperation and information sharing and this maybe is for the lack of cooperation between marketing department and the other departments into the company. It's useful, it's a must, it's requirement, it's required that the marketing department and the other department, maybe financial or I don't know, another department into a business should be closely together, should work together, collaborate with each other, so that the marketing can promote better the products, the offerings, the services the company does, and to get the real data. So to not mention something that is not true. Marketing should be informed in detail for everything. So they have to collaborate with other departments. Your technology seems outdated. If you see a signal that your technology seems outdated, you have to change the way you are using technology, your softwares. If your current technology doesn't offer employees must, this is seen by use. For example, if your business is using a lot of spreadsheets or you spend a lot of time emailing people. Email is a great tool for sharing messages, information, but if you know all that it has a structure that like you have to have, it's formal. It's a formal tool to do to share information, to share messages, etc. It's a formal that is has a subject, has a structure to be defined. But instead of that, you can use another tool, another softwares. Like, for example, I don't want to promote another software, but for example, I use Slack to communicate with others in my office, or it's not so informal like WhatsApp or other softwares, but it's also not as formal than that email. Use a lot of spreadsheets. Spreadsheets is connected with, for example, with Excel. Is related with Excel, which is a great tool to store data or to make maybe some simple analysis with their graphics, with the formulas they offer. But there are too many problems to using that, because if you are having too much data and you have too many sheets, when you open this Excel document, all these sheets, all this data are loaded into the random access memory. So that means you can have a slow performance, not a very good performance using computer system, or the storage is full. Unless using another software like database management softwares, systems, when you open a database, only the parts of you are working with are loaded into your memory. So your memory is not full, it's more free, and your performance using this computer system will be better. Will be faster. All the processes you are doing at the same time will be faster, and you will have a great experience than using Excel. There are too many differences and advantages of the database management system tool, rather Excel. But I don't want to stop here, because it will take some time. So. I think with this, as I said, you will be a little bit informed about the disadvantages of using a lot of spreadsheets and the advantages of using a database management tool, which where the data are more. I'm sorry. Okay. My camera is not fixed, so I'm sorry for that. As I said, database management softwares are storing data that are more integrated with each other, are is more efficient of using querying, making advanced analysis in the simplest way, not only using programming by SQL, but maybe just doing some selections by which is offered by the softwares. So, I mean, spreadsheets are useful for small businesses, maybe, but nowadays it's a must to have database management systems for storing customer data. Conclusion of these signals to remember that just as I said that digital transformation primarily affects business, but if you see these signals, it's time to look close, to take a closer look of how your business is operating, what is going wrong, what are you doing wrong. If you see red flags in your company and realize that your business data are not centralized and accessible at the same time, so it's time to take a look for how to create a digital strategy for making the transformation and going to the success of your business. Before looking at the other issues I have I want to present in this webinar, I think it's important to know how did we get here at this time from paper and pencil record saving to worth changing business on digital in digital technologies. I have an expression here said by John Kennedy: change is a law of life, and those who only look the past or the present are certain to miss the future. That means that if we are looking the past or the present, we are missing the future because the world is changing quickly. So if we stay and just see what others are going to do or how successful their strategy will be, and I will follow them, it's a waste of time, because your business will be late comparing with different competitors of your business. We know that, as I mentioned before, when I talked for smart city, since the urbanization process has a rapid shift, the digital transformation was a need. But these 2 last years, this was a must, this need for digital transformation was deeper. Because we all know that in December 2019 began the pandemic and catching the world unprepared, unaware, and causing a big havoc to businesses and the more important backbone of the economy, that are small businesses. Since in the most part of the people are employed in small businesses, and they were primarily affected. I don't want to talk about the consequences of pandemic of COVID-19, because there are a lot, and my aim is just to point out the only thing positive that COVID-19 bring to us nowadays. In the wake of this global health crisis, to avoid shutdown of a global economy, the technologies that seems to be not too important before became crucial and became essential for the businesses. And it's unimaginable how things would have gone if this digital transformation wouldn't be as pervasive. The pandemic consequences on small businesses, as I said, are likely to severely affected, as they tend to be more concentrated into sectors that have been directly affected by the COVID-19. I have 3 graphics here, and I will interpret them very shortly. just to understand the COVID impact on small businesses. And if we see these graphics are seeing in the positive point of view, as I said, I don't want to mention any negative or anything about COVID-19, only the digital transformation that was the best thing and the only thing good from this terrible event or reason, if I can say. We see this graphic that says the COVID-19 crisis has accelerated the digitization of customers' interaction by several years. In this graphic is showed the very share of customer interaction that are digital in percentage. Studies have shown that the most part of the customers and in that time, in the pandemic time, moved dramatically into online channels, digital channels, and the business the same, because it was a need to collaborate with their customers and to avoid the shutdown of their business. So if we refer to this graphic, we see, for example, in Europe or in Asia, we have in the survey in 2017, 22% is the average customer interaction with the digital channels, and we see an enormous increase of using digital channels or digital way of using online offerings is 55%, and we can conclude that the digital transformation and the pandemic makes that the difference of using digital online channels or digital channels is years ahead between previous surveys. Another graphic is across business areas. The largest leap in digitization is the share of offerings that are digital in nature. What does it mean? This is referred to the products or offerings of every company. We know it's logical that the products that are more digital by the nature will have more easy to change the way of their transformation of their way will be developed. But there are, for example, if we take the automotive business, the studies have shown that are low levels of change made on the way of they are develop their business or their products. And for financial businesses, for example, or for healthcare, I see that in previous studies, I see that was the level of the difference of the changement of how they are doing business or how are they operating was enormous. Were very big, and another graphic I had is executives say their companies responded to a range of COVID-19 related changes much more quickly than they expected before they thought possible before the crisis. Watching this, referring to this graphic, we see that we have four columns. In the first column, we have 12 issues or assumptions that were made before the crisis, and we have expected days. The business expected that this change will have to take 54 days, more than 1 year, to adapt with the change. But in real, we have only 11 days to adapt with new changes. Let's see, tell that there are 43 times more big or more quick, more faster. we increase in remote working. We know that all businesses started by using the remote working. The employees were working from home, and this acceleration factor tell very good what is how this change was adopted to the businesses. I don't want to point out each of this because they are in general and all we know, but I wanted just to say that consequences, positive consequences that pandemic bring to the small businesses. Also, before I will talk for challenges of small businesses on doing digital transformation, I want to point out that some assumptions were made before during the pandemic, and they were abandoned. These assumptions are not wrong, but they are not true anymore. And nowadays, because, for example, let's start with customers value the human touch. That is true, but before the pandemic, it was expected that if we don't have physical contact with the customer, they will not collaborate. They will not return anymore in our business. But the studies have shown that is wrong, because that is not true anymore. Not is wrong, but that is true anymore. Not true anymore, because clients or customers are getting what they want by computer systems. So they don't want anybody near them if they are taking the service. And the regulation inhibits digital transformation. That's not true anymore, because if we refer to the digital or medical online, we see that before the crisis that will be for sure inhibit from regulation, organization, or institutions. But in the time of pandemic, they have no other chance, and they get comfortable with that. They get more comfortable with online medical visits, for example, telehealth, where they have no other solution, no other way. So they have to be okay with this change. So they said to the doctors, do the best you can, because they don't have another way. It's prudent to be a fast follower. For that, I talked a little bit before. So if you stay and see what are going to do the other businesses and hope that their strategy will be successful and you will follow this strategy, it's not a good idea, because your business will be late and your competitors will have successful and you will have success. So your business will decrease the economic growth and the number of customers. IT can't keep pace with digital transformation efforts. That mean that it's not true, because it's not necessary to stay and to think why to think or to why our IT unit is not keeping up with the transformation projects. But it was time to do something, to invest more in IT unit, and to go on. People won't pay full price for digital only. It was an assumption that is not true anymore, because people are enjoying the digital online channels, for example, online teaching, or I can say maybe the same thing for online medical or online health, but for online teaching or custom or buying products online, they are getting comfortable and they are going to pay full price, even if there is no contact in person. Let's talk for digital transformation challenges. What are the biggest digital transformations challenges organizations face nowadays? The first one is lack of change management strategy. This is related with having not a clear strategy for doing digital transformation. As I said before, the digital transformation is not just adopting new technologies, new softwares, but is more than that. The leaders or the business departments should consider many things before taking that risk. For example, they have to consider how the people will react, how their customer will be happy, will return to this business, or will recommend this business to the others, or how are we going to do step by step the digital transformation. So having an unclear strategy is secure that we will make that your business will fail. And solution is, as I have seen some studies, and there are some questions you should ask before before developing your strategy. For example, does your strategy align with your priorities? We know that in everybody's life, everything is matter of priority. If you have a priority, you will do that in any way. You will find a way and you will complete that. So if you define your business priorities, you will be more clear what to do, what you want to arrive with your strategy. Is your approach holistic? That's is your approach meaningful, including all areas of your business, and is your approach agile? This is for if you include into your strategy the fact that customer needs are evolving continually, and constantly. So if you make a plan before this customer needs came very quickly, very fast to your business, if you have a plan, you will not be surprised when they came. So you will have a plan, and you will be very quiet, and you will work and will take action to solve the problems or the enormous customer needs. Complex software and technology. This is a large challenge because when we create an application or a website, we should imagine how the end user will use that, will see that page or that application. The application should be user-friendly and very informative at the same time. Driving adoption of new tools and practices means that all the businesses, maybe all the businesses, are facing the problem that the employees are making resistance to not learn new technologies, new softwares, because they think they are not the job they are doing is not wrong, it's going everything perfect. But the digital transformation wants changes. Since maybe this is the most big disadvantage of digital transformation, the changing all the time. So you are all the time learning new things. Okay, but the solution will be, for example, the company or the business organizes trainings for employees to keep them motivating and to inform them for the things of how are they going to process and to be more familiar with the softwares and tools, and so they will not do mistakes. Continuous evolution of the customer's needs. I see that I said that. So what happens if during that time the customer needs change? So if you have a clear strategy at the very beginning, you will not be surprised when it comes time to adopt new digital technologies. You will have planned it before, so you will be okay. Security concerns. I think this is the most biggest challenge nowadays of the business for doing digital transformation, because, as I said, the data are stored in large data sets, in large database management systems. But nowadays, Many enterprise organizations in data sensitive industries are taking or are embarking a journey that they are no informed where are they going. So is connected with the first thing, clear strategy and go on. But nowadays, using database management system softwares also has improved has improvements using cloud computing. Cloud computing means that you are creating a virtual office a virtual office to store your data, and you can get into this data at any time, anywhere you are. And but these data that are removed from your local PC is increasing the threats of cybersecurity. Online cyber attacks are increasing, and you have to have a new team in your company for cybersecurity expertise. If you have a team of cybersecurity expertise, you can ensure that you have a secure migration of your data, the customer data, and also the business secrets, for example, financial reports or other things. And budget constraints. To be successful, you need to develop a long-term digital transformation strategy with your budget in front of mind. That means that if you have defined your priorities, you know where the most part of your capital will go, where to allocate the biggest part of your capital. So this is easy if you have your priorities fixed. It's much easy to take, okay, and with the challenges now, how to digitalize your business, because it's more easy to future-proof your organization than start your business from the beginning and after transform the way of this purchase, of how this organization is doing things. Digital transformation is less of a digital problem than is a transformation problem. This is said by George Wasserman, senior lecturer, and that has this expression is very meaningful. And to understand that, as I said, the essence of digital transformation is to become a data-driven organization, not just adopting new softwares, new techniques, or new website, new applications. So you have to be data-driven business. Ways to digitize your business is the first thing you have to do is to create a digital marketing strategy. Your business is no secret anymore that each business needs to have an online presence to promote their products and also to help business to reach new customers. Improve SEO. The SEO is search engine optimization. That is a powerful tool for driving traffic to your website. So if you need help about that, there are many marketing agencies that can help you to optimize SEO, including keyword research, producing quality content, and backlinking. Now that means that if you have to, you cannot put all the information of your business into one website, because it will be more the customer will be not very sure what is he searching, and will spend a lot of time searching for the thing he wants to know. So the website or your application should have a short information, but the most useful information to reach new customers and to promote different offerings, products, etc. Use e-commerce is to have in your business, in your website or in your application, different payment online, different payment methods. For example, with PayPal or with Android Pay, Apple Pay, and implement customer relationship software. This is very important. That is connected with, is related to the customers, as I talked about the importance of the customer. So I'm not stopping here. And create an app for your application, for your business. But how to calculate the success of your digital transformation using ROI? ROI, for someone, for you who are maybe focused on the business degree, know about that, but I will shortly, with 2 sentences, I can, because I am for computer science, but this was very important. That was very important to mention. Even I don't want to get to spend a lot of time talking about that, because I have also another thing, another issue to talk. ROI is return of investment, and to measure the return of investment in your digital transformation, you have, if you can use the standard way to measure that, but if you to have a high values of this measure, you have to the first thing you have to do is to define a goal. So if you have defined a goal, you know where the most capital of, or where the most part of your investment will go. So it's more easy to measure how efficient has been the investment you have done, comparing to the cost of the investment. And the last thing I want to talk is the digital capabilities critical to success after the pandemic. I think, okay, I will give some conclusions. So, for example, relating with the expression I said before, I mentioned before, that if you are going to look to focus on the present or in the past, you will certainly miss the future. That means that I think that each enterprise, each business should not be focused in the past, how their business were before pandemic, because they are years ahead. We saw the graphics I had to put in my slides. So in my presentation, we see that they are years ahead. So it's no important to spend our time to compare, because it's enormous rapid shift on economy growth. I can say economy growth was with rapid shift for the businesses who had at the very beginning very clear strategy. But I think that if the businesses will prioritize the customer expectations and customer needs, and make a clear plan at the very beginning for the customer needs that are evolving very quickly, very fast, the point at the end of the day that the business will be successful. And in fact, I said that COVID-19 lead the digital transformation, but in fact, digital transformation was led from us, because if this taught us very important thing. So if we want something, or if we decide to do something quick, we can do it. Just it's important to want it and to need it enough. It is related with the expression that the stories we will tell ourselves about how successful will we be at doing something, the more successful will us be. That was my presentation. I don't know if I have been clear, understandable.
Yes, ma'am. It was really enriching, actually, very knowledgeable, very depth it was. I leave the stage to the participant to ask any questions arising out of this topic. So please post your questions in the question and answer section. Yes, participants, you're welcome to ask the questions. Madam will answer all your queries.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a reply from a participant that your PPT was very clear and lucid and it was very understandable.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
there is one more appreciation comment coming from Mohammed that thanks for providing such nice topic.
I see a question from Mani Deepak. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
Mani
if
Deepak
I
Chaudhary.
misspell. I don't spell very well. Maybe I'm sorry for that. I am going to answer that if it's possible.
Yeah, how does digital transformation helpful in securing data transmission? That is one question that is coming up.
Okay, I am going to answer about that. Have I to push the button answer live or no?
You can answer over here on.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, digital transformation is very helpful in secure data transmission, but also in another part of it, we can see that cybersecurity attacks are increasing enormously because these data are not anymore with us in our computer system, or they are remote. But even that, I think that is very helpful because these cloud computing organization institutions have very big teams with cybersecurity experts, so they ensure and they are responsible for the data to be secured, not to get loose or not to get in the hand of the persons that are not allowed to be.
Thank you, ma'am. There is one more question from a participant. He's asking how to bring digital currency in digital transformation. The question is posted by Abdul. Madam, did you get it?
How can we talk about? Okay, I see.
He's asking how to bring digital currency in digital transformation.
You are talking about currency, maybe for Bitcoins. Digital transformation includes all parts, all areas of our life. Since I talk for smart city, there are so many advantages making a city smart. So improving the way citizens are using energy, are using the roads for decreasing the number of cars at the same time. Also, the currency, the Bitcoin, has very advantages. For example, the currency online has very advantages because there are no need to have physical monies or physical currencies to store, but they are online and they can make payments easier than with the cash manner.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, there is one more question from Mohammed. He's asking how easily can manual CRM be digitalized and what factors are important for it?
I mentioned that each business should have a team for customer relationship management, and I think all the business has a department dedicated for the customers. And since I highlighted the importance of the customer in digitalization, to change the manual is using by different softwares that are online and are free. There are so many softwares and tools to use for customer relationship management. So you can see different tools that are free, totally free, and they are very user friendly because they are not targeted for only for those who know computer science or for informaticians. Are for all the people, for all who maybe for doctors or maybe for teachers or I don't know, for all the people. So are user friendly, and each software has a documentation or has a video, maybe in YouTube, to explain how to use it, its advantages, and why to use it.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, there is another interesting question. He's asking, how can we talk about digital transformation when we are facing technological issues and lack of trained people?
And financial problems. Okay.
Yeah.
It's very important, and this maybe after the clear digital transformation strategy is the most important thing after that, to motivate employees to be trained, or to help them to understand how to use new technologies, because doing that we motivate them to do their best. We boost the employees' efficiency in that way, and we have not for that, only for that, but we have to train them to not making mistakes that can be very big damage for the business. So each company nowadays, I think, but it's a must organize different trainings, different maybe seminars to explain the softwares, the tools, and I think if each employee, or if every one of us once has a priority of decide to learn something, he will learn definitely, because it's matter of priority, as I said. I told too much this expression, but I have this in my mind in everything I do. So it's matter of priority, and everything can be done if we have a good scheduled life, if we organize it in the best way. Or that's it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I think it has answered this question correctly. And there is another interesting question from Marcus. He's asking from the business point of view. He's telling that there is many websites that is running smoothly. So because of the impact, we are not able to deliver the implied point to the visitors. So how can we avoid that competition, and how can we avoid that problem? Like many competitors are there, and everybody is focusing on the customer. And how can we, avoid such problems using digital transformation?
I know, because I am, as you, every day I'm facing with different websites that are a mess with the things, the information they offer, but there are so many digital marketing agencies that can collaborate with you, or if even if you don't exchange some contracts or something payment with them, you can even, I think they are free to give you some opinions or some thoughts how to do something. For that is pointed out with SEO, which is a search optimization engine. So you have in every website maybe is a search bar, is is a promotion at the very beginning, but in the end, if we refer to the products or different categories, we see that all businesses are not promoting or not marketing all the products they have. So if we go physically in the shop, we see too many things, and online they have only 2-3 things, and that's it. But information should be, as I said, marketing should be very hardly connected with other departments to secure the client, the customer, for a very good information, real information, not fake information like many businesses can do, maybe because they don't know the importance of the digital transformation nowadays, maybe. But I think that we can avoid that just exchanging thoughts with marketing agencies, or just maybe watching tutorials, or that's because every day we don't know everything. Okay, I am for computer science, I know C#, I know database management system, or I know something else, but I don't know everything. I'm not perfect. So, and the businesses have to see trainings or before taking some risks.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Actually, there's another question from Mohammad Zakria. He's asking that which application is suggested for using CRM? Do we use Excel still? Is Excel still applicable for CRM?
I'm sorry for that. I can't answer because I haven't used any of that. I have seen how they work, but in that moment I can't remember any name of that because I'm teaching for programming languages at the most of time, and I am not very informative about these softwares. But I know that there are a large number of softwares and very easy to use.
Okay, okay. Ma'am, there is like another interesting question from Kausan Abebe. He's actually appreciated the topic. He has given that his very nice presentation. He's asking that which software is good for daily data management? Is there any common data transformation framework available?
I use MySQL workbench for storing data. Now I'm a lecturer, but before that, I used to work with different programming languages in different companies because, as you know, you can't go and teach the students for something you haven't tried before. So it's a must for everyone who wants to teach or to be a teacher or lecturer. I don't know, to make experiments or to be in their place, so to do something in practice and to after to transmit it to them in a better way. I use MySQL workbench for data management, and is very it's a very easy software to use. Maybe for me, but it's easier than Oracle or SQL Server. I don't know. Maybe I am more getting familiar with that because I have years using it. But I recommend that.
Okay, okay. He has actually two questions. One more question he's asking is that can we categorize Bitcoin in digital transformation?
Yeah, Bitcoin is a digital transformation, and it has many advantages of using it. As I said, the payments online are more easier than before, than using cash or I don't know. Even if we have a bank account, it has a lot of stuff of things to fill for making the payment online. So with Bitcoin, it's more easier. Okay. This is one point. There are too many about Bitcoin.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for taking time and answering. There are many questions coming up. I'll just post one by one. Elisha is asking, like, is there any topic related to digital transformation for educationalists? For education side, like, I think that is what he's meaning. There is any topic related to digital transformation for educationists?
I know there are too many topics about that, but it's a good idea to make a topic and another webinar with this point of view. Maybe next time.
So I think we've got a good topic for another webinar. We'll surely find out, Elisha, like we'll find out a good topic, and I think through that webinar you will get your answers. And yeah, there is another question from Simra, say that he's asking, how has blockchain transformed business in digitalizing their operations, since it is a buzzword in the IT age now?
Blockchain is closely with Bitcoin, and is normal that has a big impact in digitizing the cities and the businesses, since we are in IT age, as the Simresh said. I think digitizing is affected by many factors. So for sure, blockchain has transformed as much as possible this process.
Okay. Okay. And Simrazi would like to also inform that we at Athena, we are offering diploma in blockchain technologies. You can directly visit our website and get to know about the various courses that we are offering in blockchain technologies. I think you will get more deeper knowledge into blockchain technologies when you start studying. Okay, there are more interesting questions coming up. And Dr. Fiza is asking, how much budget do we, this is a tricky question. He's asking how much budget do we need to transform into digital world for digital transformation?
Digital transformation
Yeah.
Okay, it's not secret that digital transformation is not cheap, but seeing that the big advantages it brings to the business, the growing economic growth it brings to us, it's not very important, the budget. If you see because if the budget is very big or the investments are very big, also the future money we'll get will be bigger and will be more efficient.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but sure, you have to study before to study the market before invest.
Yeah, ma'am, there's one final question from again, Mani Deepak is asking, how does advancement in technology affect the digital transformation factors?
Advancement in technology, maybe this is a good question, because as I mentioned, the most maybe the only thing of negative I can point out from digital transformation is the everyday changing technology. So the people have to be familiar with these technologies rapidly, quickly, and at the time you know this technology, it's time to know another one. But in general, they are the same. If you know the logic of how they work, you can learn another software which will be similar or maybe have some features better than the previous software you used.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I guess Ilaka and Daniel is still not convinced with our answers. Like his question was like, there is many campaigns that is running through. So the impact is that we can't deliver our point to the visitors. So what can we do to avoid that? We still need answer for that.
Is the question is the question I answered before from the mass of the web? Okay, on the website.
Yeah.
To go back to the question is just so to have returning customers, you have to put information very. You have to extract the best information for the customer. So you should have and summarize information, not a mess with very much information, and to make that visitors will spend a lot of time reading and will be not very efficient.
Okay. So I guess as for now like the questions are over. Are participants still looking forward for any questions? You can still post the questions, I guess. Yeah, now he's convinced. He's saying thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, like questions are over as of now. So like it was very enriching experience, ma'am. You have shared a deeper knowledge in digital transformation, and of course you have spoken about what is digital transformation and what are the challenges, how to face the challenges, and how one can get into the digital world also. It was very nice.
Dhurata, we have one participant, Techno. So I don't know if you are comfortable in French, but maybe like he will try in English. Techno, can you hear us? Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, hi.
Je parle. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Techno. We can hear you. You can continue with
Hello?
your question. Yeah, we can hear you. You can continue with your question.
Alors, oui, en fait, je suis Fodé Bayo. Bon, je parle rarement l'anglais. I am not speak English. I am guinéen. Je suis guinéen, je dirais comme ça. Ma question, c'est la suivante. J'aimerais savoir, en fait, comment s'est lancé dans la transformation business small, je crois, c'est ça, en anglais, mais appliqué à la cybersécurité et l'IA, en fait, l'intelligence artificielle, parce que je suis un informaticien dans le domaine de la santé, voilà, de l'intelligence artificielle. En fait, je veux une brève explication comment, en fait, faire que la formation que vous donnez aujourd'hui là peut, en fait, se servir dans le domaine de la sécurité informatique et l'intelligence artificielle. C'est la question. Merci.
Dhurata, you got anything?
No, just artificial intelligence. I understand.
Okay,
Sorry.
so okay, I'm texting him. Okay, no problem at all. So I'm texting him that if he has any kind of query or any kind of question, he can type us in English if he is comfortable.
No problème, no problème. C'est que si vous comprenez, vous pouvez m'expliquer en anglais, je peux comprendre.
I think you can understand.
M'exprimer en anglais, quoi. Donc, vous pouvez expliquer en anglais, c'est pas grave.
Okay, you can understand English. If I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So let's take Ahmed is there. Okay, I'm allowing him. Yeah, Ahmed, you can please ask your question.
Ok, si vous voulez que je reprends la question, c'est que je m'exprimerai toujours en français, quoi. Donc, la question, c'est quoi?
Ahmed, can you please ask your question? Yeah, hello, Ahmed. We can hear you. I think we are not getting him. Ahmed, we are not getting you actually. Okay, let's, I think. Abdul Rahman is there. Let him. Hi, Abdul Rahman. Hey, yeah.
Good day.
Good day.
Firstly, I want to appreciate all the crew for making this possible and making this highly insightful. Thank you very much for this. Like me, my business is agriculture.
Okay.
And aside from using all the necessary spreadsheets to ensure that I get my work made easy, is there any digital transformation that I could put more to my business? Aside from, let's say, having a website and having a good database management, I think that should be my question.
Okay, thank you, Abdullah. I'm sorry, Abdullah Rahman, for the question. I will try to explain you or to answer you shortly about your business problem. If you, as you are having an agricultural business, I think is very important for your business success to use Internet of Things. I don't know if you have heard before. Maybe Internet of Things is using our machine or our devices that include softwares and digital transformation inside of them, digitalization inside of them to measure, for example, your product different nutrients or vitamins, or I don't know. There are so many devices that can help you to measure some very very things about your products. Also, building an app or a website is very important to promote your product, your business. And I would recommend you to make a simple website just to have people to know your contacts and to share it as more as possible.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you.
Okay, we have Aina. Let's take her call.
Yes, hello everybody. You can hear me?
Yeah, please, Aina.
My question is about calculating the ROE. What kind of indicators can we have in digital transformation dashboard to evaluate success in one project, any project? That's my question. I think it's so basic, but how can we evaluate the success of a digital transformation?
As I mentioned, I have a computer science, and from business, I don't have too much knowledge, but I saw that ROI is a return of investment is a great measurement that measures directly how successful has an investment comparing to the cost of this investment. But according to the digital transformation, I think that to have a high return of investment, you have to prioritize, to define clear your goals, and in the end, you will very quickly, very easy understand if this investment has been or not successful. Has you arrived your goals or not?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so we have Ahmed Ibrahim. Hi, Ahmed. Okay, I think. Hello, Ahmed. You can put your question. Ahmed, can you hear us? Hello, Ahmed, can you hear us? Okay, let's take Sukoyo. Hi, Sukoyo. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Okay, hi, Sukoyo. You can put your question.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity, and thank you for the nice presentation. I really appreciate our madam for the nice presentation. I just wanted to ask a quick questions about the digital transformation, and if someone wants to involve himself in the digital transformation, are you be able to mentor or to support the person in the process? And how much does it cost the person for all your assistance? And lastly, so this really is good platform. So for some of us who are doing business, at least to make sure it attracts many of our customers. So for how long can this be last for a person? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Referring to the digital transformation of the businesses, I said that each company should organize trainings for their employees, just to be sure that everything will go fine. and every purchase will be successful. For digital transformation are different softwares used. For example, if you want to, as I mentioned before, for example, if you want to store data, which are the biggest, the most important thing of your business is to manage this, you can use cloud computing in a very cheap standard payment made online. So your data are more secured, are accessible, and anywhere at any time. Or you can use database management system. So you have to use that. If you, I think each business uses a different different management system softwares, but I use Workbench. I don't know if you are familiar with that or with another software. And I don't think that assistance for from different institutions or maybe teams for to train businesses for digital transformation costs very much, because nowadays it's not very needed to have a team to explain us how to do things, because there are too many different kind of sources for information, and just we can study the market or to study the requirements of the people and understand what to do. I don't know if I was clear. I'm not hearing.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It will be nice if you also share with us the slides all, so that we can be able to download and have it in our own devices. Thank you very much for the nice presentation. So we really enjoyed the presentation. Thank you very much.
I'm very happy you enjoyed the presentation, and I hope to have more presentation like this with different topics related with digital transformation, maybe with education, as some of you wanted.
Okay, always when you have this kind of presentation, do share with our email so that we can be able to attend. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, so we have one question from Cloud. So can you see this question and answer session, Dhurata?
From which?
This is the second question only. Cloud Aimer.
I don't. Okay, I will check for a moment.
You can just click on Q&A. At the top, you can find second.
Okay. We know that this is a question. We know that okay. I'm sorry for the situation in African countries, and I know all the world knows, and I think that this is a little big topic, or a little big issue. A little bit is a big issue to talk, but I can say just digital transformation, as I said, is not a cheap investment. But if you if this country citizens have are possible to explore or to learn about, to see different studies, they can do it for very easy. I don't know what to say about that, because it's also the capital and the investment is also the most important, is an important factor to do digital transformation.
Cloud, I hope the answer is clear.
I hope so.
So another question is CRM. How to easily change your manual CRM to digitalization, and factors are important to keep maintained with your customer?
Customer relationship management is an important part, is the core of the business. So since the customer are the most important part of having success in doing business. As I mentioned before, I cannot say any software for CRM, but because I am not familiar with that, just in concept, I mean that to maintain the relationship with your customers is very important, the marketing strategy. I hope I am understandable.
Maybe he's not available over here. So no problem. We will move to next question. I think a lot of question you have answered. I think so, Dhurata. But still, like we will check that if any questions are not answered.
Who? Est-ce que je peux poser une question?
So do we have any questions, participants? If you have any question, you can please raise your hands, or you can type in the text chat section also.
I am one question.
Yeah, please.
Bon, désolé, en fait, mon anglais est un peu bizarre là, donc. One question. Who is this drilling commandable for cybersecurity and intelligence artificial?
Artificial intelligence is the ability of the computer to, is ability of the computer to behave like intelligent beings. As I mentioned, data science includes artificial intelligence, data mining.
Je vais c'est la lecture en fait de l'anglais qui me fatigue. One question. Is this drilling commandable for cybersecurity and artificial intelligence? Thank you.
Cybersecurity are increasing nowadays, but having a team with experts to avoid that it is the only solution. Artificial intelligence is a part of computer science system, is a very big field of that. So for sure they are connected with each other. I don't know if you are sure clear about that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Muhammad Niyas, you can ask your question. Okay. Dinamu. Dinamo, you can ask your question.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Bonjour. Je suis aussi francophone, je m'exprime difficilement en anglais, mais j'entends quand même. Donc, je peux poser ma question en français et vous pouvez me répondre en anglais, c'est pas grave. Alors, moi, je fais dans le domaine des énergies renouvelables. Ma spécialité, c'est l'énergie solaire. Alors, j'aimerais savoir comment adapter la transformation digitale à mon domaine des énergies renouvelables, particulièrement aux énergies solaires. Un peu ça ma question. Merci.
Dhurata, can you understand?
I understand the end of the question.
Okay.
Maybe for energy solar, how is digital transformation used for energy solar? Increasing the use of energy solar using maybe panels of, I think is very used because since I said the smart city is crowded with people, urbanization projects have bring too much population in cities and increase enormously the use of energy. So with digital transformation, we can find another ways to use to reduce this energy usage, because if we refer the studies which we have seen, the climate changes, air pollution, or another things, ozone maybe, or there are too many things that organizations have bring negatives. But using digital transformation and using optimizing the city functions for sure helps the energy usage by panels or solar, and using energy solar, etc.
I hope, Dynamo, I hope you got the answer.
Oui, c'est vrai, j'ai entendu la réponse. Et puis, je pense que c'est très important. J'ai justement entendu qu'avec la transformation digitale, je peux optimiser ma production en énergie solaire et puis optimiser le rendement. Bon, c'est ce que j'ai compris. Je ne sais pas si c'est exactement ce qu'elle a dit. Mais merci beaucoup. J'ai suivi cette formation avec beaucoup d'intérêt et je vous remercie. Je vous remercie vraiment. Et puis, il y a des liens là. Je ne sais pas si je peux avoir ça comme en format en direct. J'ai des difficultés à enregistrer. Je ne sais pas si je peux avoir des liens là dans ma boîte mail. Comme ça, je peux m'inscrire. Et puis voilà. Merci beaucoup.
Dynamo, it would be great that if you can write your question in the chat section, because like it's getting not clear to us. And I think you are talking about energy optimization in the field of solar field. And if what I think that in the solar field, we have a lot of techniques for energy optimization. You can just think of like at the hardware end also and the software end also, because you see that now the hardware end, it has been changed, like from the analog electronics, we have changed to the digital or switching circuits, okay, where we see like inverters are there instead of analog inverters. So obviously energy optimization has been done over there, and a lot of algorithm, that is digital signal processors are there, and a lot of algorithms are there which are helping to optimize the energy at the hardware sections also. And if we talk about the software sections, and obviously a lot of what you say, a machine learning algorithm, artificial techniques has been deployed on the software end to make the energy more efficient, because it's all about saving the energy. Either you generate energy and you are sending back to the government or selling back to the grid. So this is how it's going on. I think it's both way, like on the hardware side also and the software side also, the people are working on energy optimization. So AI, machine learning, and the DSP processors and smart algorithm are making these things possible. I hope you got it.
Okay, thank you. Merci.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So anyone else? So any participant who wants to ask any question from our panelist? Anna, you have any question?
No.
Okay, thank you, Anna. Okay, I think all the queries have been like answered. All the questions have been answered, and I don't think anyone have any questions and queries. And Dhurata, it was really a very interesting webinar, and you provide a lot of information about digital transformation in the field of business or in the field of what you say, a generalized field. Also, you can say there are a lot of things you have covered like COVID-19 or smart cities, and everywhere the transformation is required. And obviously you discussed a lot of topic on this kind of things.
Thank you, Prashant, for the opportunity, and I am very happy to be in this webinar. I hope we'll have another
Webinar very soon.
About
Yeah,
very
definitely,
soon. Okay.
definitely. So,
okay.
Neaba, yeah, please.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. You want to say something? You can.
It's just maybe since I am teaching, not since I am young, but I have been teaching maybe for 2 or 3 years, and I want that the audience to be to understand what I'm trying to say. I have my priority to make, even if the thing I am saying is very simple. I want that to be very understandable and to highlight each time they want to understand. I hope I have arrived at my goal, or I don't know.
Definitely. Obviously, and you are on the right path, and you did really excellent job today.
Thank you.
So Neaba, I just wanted, Neaba, please. Neaba, please, you continue.
It was very nice presentation, and you carried out in a very in-depth manner. Actually, it was fully insightful. Like it wasn't very short and sweet one, but it was very depthful. Actually, we got a what to say, bigger set of knowledge. Actually, I also got a very informative session.
I'm happy for that.
Because, we know something, but when you're distributing your knowledge, it is it is growing.
Is that each experience is positive, so we learn in each experience is positive, negative, but we learn something. They taught us something, so I'm happy for listening that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Actually,
bye.
Okay, so I would like to thank all the participants, okay, who took your time from your busy schedule and joined this wonderful webinar. And I hope like the experience was awesome. And obviously I enjoyed this webinar the same way. I hope you all enjoyed this webinar. And in near future, we will be trying to
thank the participants. Actually, there are regular participants who are taking up our webinars. Okay. We thank you with a wholehearted, and look forward for more webinars from our session, and do visit our websites and get to know about the courses, and also try to join any of the courses, dear participants. Like, it will be insightful for you. So thank you all for joining the session and sparing your time. I hope you will have more enriching sessions in the future also, and you'll be having a wonderful journey with UniAthena.
Thank you, Neaba. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you all.